what is the story, do you think, of the now second half of the season that will begin on Wednesday night and then mostly on Thursday for the association?
I mean, to me, there's a lot of storylines. I'm kind of interested in who's the third team in the East. I think we know Cleveland and Boston are the first two, but who's the third? Is it New York? I mean, it could be. Sure, could be New York. Is it Milwaukee? Like I don't not is it, I don't Orlando's kind of fallen off a little bit, right? I thought it might be them. Indiana's had a great run. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So I'm curious to see who does anybody secure that third spot? Because the thing is, you want to secure the third spot so you don't have to play the top seed in the second round. That's why the third spot matters, right? Mm-hmm. So you're trying to avoid finishing fourth and having to play Boston or the Celtics or Boston or Cleveland in the second round. So that's one thing, and out west, look, it's a sprint. It's a sprint with everybody that's out there behind OKC. And there's so many guys, so many teams. It was interesting. I don't know if interesting is the right word, but Draymond just kind of basically saying the Warriors are now going to win the NBA championship was quite the marker to put down an All-Star weekend, over All-Star weekend. A team that's barely in the play-in tournament is now going to win the NBA championship, according to Draymond. So we'll see. But I am also curious about that 2-3 in the West between the Grizzlies and the Nuggets. At least right now it's the Grizzlies and the Nuggets, because I saw Denver early in the season. They looked awful, and credit to Jamal Murray for really kind of coming in and helping rescue that thing, because it was going south, and Westbrook's having a really good year too. So the West is crazy and wide open. And what happens if the Suns don't get in? What do they do?
Right.
What do they do?
And then you've got the Spurs at 12, where and they go ahead and get De'Aaron Fox. We'll see how the Kings fare in that regard. You got the Warriors that you point out is at 10th. The Mavericks. Yeah. What is going on in Dallas right now? The commissioner was asked about what the fans' reaction is, and he had to address, obviously a direct question. Yeah. Anthony Davis, is he any sign of him coming back? Because clearly that is going to be big. The Mavericks are in Los Angeles on Tuesday night to take on the Lakers. What a fascinating development this is, David.
Yeah, it's not just AD, and it's weeks for AD. It's not days, it's weeks for AD. Wow. It's also they got Gafford's out the rest of the regular season. He's out. He's done. He's gone. And Lively's out right now. So they got no center right now. They have zero centers available to play at a very precarious time in the schedule for them. So, man, this is rough. You couldn't have a worse scenario for Nico Harrison and that ownership group than they're facing right now. If AD's playing and they're winning, and they certainly look in that first game okay, this could work. They got enough here to make this interesting. And then he goes down in the first game he's playing for the Mavericks. And now he's out for weeks. It's just, boy, they're in trouble. They're in a lot of trouble, Rich. And it's not going to get easier for them. It's going to get harder if they have to go a month without, any depth whatsoever at center. It's asking too much of the rest of the guys that they have.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.